Good morning. Well, it's morning, my time, and it's a Sunday morning. And one of the reasons I'm so happy and grateful to God for my job is that I'm able to work from the comfort of my home, and I wake up and literally walk into my work office or space. So on this video, I'm going to be taking you through how to make 20 brown chapatis. It is not new, but I'm never going to presume that everyone has watched my old videos. And so this customer said, please, would you be able to deliver this earliest time possible tomorrow? And who am I? I am Chapati Mistress, and that is exactly what you're going to be doing. Before that, if you have not hit that subscribe button, kindly do it for me and for your sake too, so that you can be able to see anytime I post a new video and you can learn how to make nice chapatis and ace the chapati making game. So please hit the subscribe button and let's get into the video. First things first, I listen, and I know one of you had requested me to use a white table, and then after we chat, because it was on Instagram, we were like, but white surface will not contrast with the dough, so it will not actually, you'll not be able to see what I'm doing. So I settled for this black tabletop. So I literally just changed the tabletop. It's not a new table, I just changed the tabletop because it was long overdue. 6 years later, here we are with the new. And now let's get into the ingredients. So for the brown chapatis, you're going to be, and we are making 20. So I have atta makwan, 8 cups. 8 cups of atta makwan flour. You can use any brand that works for you. I have my own brand, but because I am not an affiliated partner, I do not get to show you. Now, those people who follow me on TikTok, they know which brand we use. So into this, I'm going to add a tablespoon of salt. I know I have used my eyes. Please, when you're making yours, use a tablespoon of salt for 8 cups. And if you're making 10 chapatis, use a teaspoon of salt. And I've added sugar because this particular customer requested to have a mix of both salt and sugar. Strictly use cold water when you're making your brown chapatis. I will never get tired of reminding you all about how much you need to use cold water for the brown chapatis, because when you use warm water, they tend to break a lot. So cold water works perfectly fine for brown chapatis. So I've added 800 ml, and the reason I've added 850 ml is because atta makwan, unlike the white all-purpose, it's a bit rough and it's a bit very it has a lot of the qualities of this flour is that it tends to actually feel like it's hard. So contrary to what I would have used if I was making white chapatis, which is 800 ml, for each cup is 100 ml. For brown chapatis, I add 50 ml extra. So I've added 850 ml of water, and I'm kneading the dough, as you can see. Kneading is a very important step when you're making the chapatis, because if you don't have a well-kneaded dough, it will tend to not roll out fine. So when you're kneading, just make sure the primary goal is make sure you are mixing everything together so that no lumps of flour are left in between. So every single process of chapati making is important, but kneading is important. You have to knead your dough right. And so this video is not fast forwarded. I'm just kneading it gradually, slowly but surely. And because I do not want to be altering the videos to a point where you miss out on the most important details, just keep watching with me, and kindly, I will not stop telling you to subscribe, hit that like button, share, comment down below, let me know which part of the video, did it for you. Let me know if you feel like, well, I know I have missed you. I had notes. I've not been uploading recently, but I'm going to try and do what we did January when we started the year. We were uploading frequently. I'm going to try and do that. So once I've made sure that everything is mixed together, I usually like transferring my dough onto the table because it allows me space to knead it, or the more spread it evenly. As I check that a little, just see that no flour is left in between. That is the whole essence. If you don't have such a work surface, you can still do what I'm doing from the comfort of your basin. And when I'm kneading my dough, I try so much to avoid the knuckles. If you can notice, I am not using my knuckles, because way back when I started kneading the dough, making chapati, and I would make them just like I do in bulk, my knuckles used to get so bruised. So you use that part of your palm, the very end of your palm, to knead it so that you do not hurt your knuckles. Once your dough is well kneaded, that's the point where I add oil. If you're not new on this channel, you already know this by now. We don't add oil at the beginning. We add when the dough is well incorporated and has mixed. So I usually just add both sides, like just not too much, not too little. And I need some more, and I'll allow this dough to sit for a few minutes. Usually 15 to 20 minutes are good. If your dough was not hard, you should be able to make very nice chapatis from a well-rested dough. You don't have to leave your dough overnight or maybe leave it for hours. Especially for the brown chapatis, it's going to give you a whole lot of problems. So you want to make sure that your dough is not overly rested, just enough time to allow the gluten to do its thing, and then you get back to it. Partition your dough and fold. 20 minutes later, my dough is looking perfectly fine. As you can tell, it's very easy, soft, and easy to partition, and that is one quality of a well-kneaded and rested dough. When you try to partition it, it doesn't pull back, it doesn't break, it just effortlessly, folds. And because we had 8 cups, we are looking to getting 20 pieces of chapatis from this dough. After partitioning, obviously you have to dust your dough balls so that they don't stick onto each other as you lay them on the tray. You can lay them on the table you're working on. So this step of dusting your dough balls is important so that they don't stick on the tray and onto each other, because you're arranging them closely stacked. So that is the essence of dusting your dough balls at this point. If you've hit that subscribe button and you have watched up to this far, kindly comment down below. Let me know if you've ever tried to make brown chapatis. Was it challenging? Which part of making atta chapatis do you find challenging? Do you enjoy having them? And I will be happy to know. Let me also know where you're watching from. And I truly, truly do appreciate all of you. This step where we're just rolling them into oval shaped rolls is so that we can get a surface to apply oil. At this stage, the shape does not matter. You can roll them out into this shape. You'll be applying oil to fold and get your layered chapatis. Remember, this is an optional step, but a very important one if you like and enjoy having a layered chapati that is well cooked from the inside out. I know many people will be like, this is too much work. Do you have to go through all that? But I also tell you that good things take time. There is also an alternative where people roll out the entire dough on a table and they apply oil and they start cutting into strips. I know that works, but what has worked for me over the years and that has given me well-defined layers is this individual rolling and folding of each dough ball. It's really magical. It's not time consuming. If you watch me on TikTok, you've seen me try to tell you that making layered chapatis is not as time consuming and tedious as people make it sound. I think we're just a little lazy, and I am not. In this kitchen, we encourage people to go all out, or just don't cook chapatis. If you're not going to make them layered, then what's the point? I know, right? Yeah, so we're just going to apply oil, and on the side that you're applying oil, it's the very side that you're going to be dusting with flour. Fold it towards you. Usually it takes like 3 rolls, 1, 2, 3 towards you, and then you roll it into a spiral dough ball and set it aside. I'll repeat the same with the rest of the dough. And in case you're new here and you're wondering why we are applying oil after folding them, it is just so that you can insulate these dough balls from moving air. In as much as you can see, there is so much moving air, and that is what dries out your dough. So you want to make sure that as you roll and work on the rest of the dough balls, your dough balls are well insulated, and so that layer of oil acts as an insulation so that they do not dry out. And after folding, you let your dough sit also for like 10 minutes so that you can be able to roll them without breaking and also flipping back. I've seen people ask me, why is it that when I'm rolling my chapatis, they tend to be stretchy and they fold back or they shrink? It is because the dough is not well rested. As I roll this, my pans were preheating, and you will see the kind of pans that I use. If you're in need of one, you can WhatsApp me on the number that is on the screen. You can also DM me on TikTok or any other social media platform, or you can go to my TikTok. I have linked those guys who sell these pans on one of my posts so that you can get a good pan because you can do everything right, and when you get to the cooking, you ruin everything. Because if you don't have a well evenly thick pan, then heat will not be equally or evenly distributed, and that will result in the chapatis either burning out or being too dry if you have to, leave them to sit on the pan for a long time. So rolling out your dough is usually something that people say they want to make perfect circles, but it takes time to perfect the shape. As long as you have a well cooked chapatis, for me, shape is not really a big of a deal. But if you are like me who has been doing it over the years, you can obviously tell that it takes time. And so these are Juakali pans, and I love them so much because they are good to go. Unlike the other aluminium ones where you have to buy, and when you have to wait for them to smoothen out. These ones, you get them, you wash them well, clean them, and all you have to do every time you're done cooking is clean them and oil them so that they don't rust. And I only pre-cook one side. One side is enough, and I will only apply oil on one side. The oil we have applied, a tablespoon on one side, is enough to cook both sides, and you will see as you progress with the cooking. Let me know if this is a style you'd want to try, if you like my style, because I've always said I am chapati mistress, but I know that there are so many other techniques that people apply and still end up with good chapatis. This is chapati mistress style, and if you really love it, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know. And also, you can tell the chapatis are not breaking. So far so good. And that is one challenge that people really experience with atta chapatis. They tend to break a lot. But if you use cold water, you knead your dough right, you let it sit for the required amount of time, roll it out nicely, gently, the chapatis are not going to break. And you can see they are cooked. Please, let me tell you, I don't like when people say, oh, they need to be, do not burn your chapatis in an effort to cook them. You can burn a chapati and it will still not be well cooked. So you need to make sure that they brown out nicely. And you can tell you've not applied oil on this other side. The oil that we did when we started, that is enough to cook both sides. So I'm teaching you how to make nice chapatis, not just cook them well, but also economically. As you can tell, the chapatis are well cooked, and people always ask me, how is the other side, the one that you did not apply oil on? I'm going to be showing you. And I hope that you know that burning a chapati does not guarantee it cooking. So this is the pretty side, the side that the layers are well defined, and this is the lower side that you do not apply the oil. Some may argue it's not cooked, but trust you me, it is cooked. If you try to overcook it, you will burn it. So just make sure that you cook it nicely, and you will end up with such fine, nice, flaky chapatis. And you can tell the layers are there without even struggling. They are well visible, and you can tell they're good. So that is all we are looking for. A well-cooked chapati, layered, shape not quite an issue, but if you can perfect the shape, well and good. I am a perfectionist myself, and that's why I always end up making very nice round shaped chapatis. You don't have to beat yourself up for it. This has taken years of practice. This is my 7th year doing this, so you can tell that I've done it for quite some time for me to have perfected the shape. So for me, the goal is to make sure that you learn how to make nice chapatis, brown ones, white ones, all types of chapatis that you have seen on my catalog, and make them well. Thank you so much if you have watched up to this far. I truly do not take it for granted, and I hope and I really pray that you have subscribed, and I hope you'll be looking forward to the next video, because the next video I am going to be showing you how to make these chapatis, the butternut ones, from scratch. We're not going to be presuming that everybody that is watching these videos has watched the previous videos. Every single chance I get, we are going to be uploading nice new videos with the hope that somebody new will come bump onto it. Even if you're a returning subscriber, there might be areas that you have lacked and have missed, and you will always be refreshed every time you watch a new video. So I appreciate your watching. I appreciate your subscription. I really truly do appreciate your follows on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, every single place, on every platform. I go by the name Chapati Mistress. That is my username, and I love being associated with what I do. And to those who have missed me and left comments on my previous video. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Mary Mbogwa. She said that, hey, Mistress, you're taking so long before you post. I'm back. Thank you so much for noticing my disappearance. Thank you so much also for Juliet, who said that she's so grateful that I share this. And she was asking if this can be done with Irish too. I don't know if it's Irish flour. You can maybe be more clear on this video comment and let me know what exactly you are looking out for, and I'll be happy to answer you. Auntie 5798 says, thank you for your demonstration. I try, and I'm truly grateful that you find it impactful. You find these videos useful. Content creation is not easy, but I try, and for you, I will keep on trying. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, follow me everywhere, and as always, please take good care of yourself. And when you have learned how to do something and you have seen improvement, do not shy away from coming back and telling me, you know what, I tried, it worked, and I'm happy, my family is happy, my friends are happy. That means the world to me. I see such comments on my TikTok videos every time I upload, or when I'm live, people come on and tell me, had it not been for you, I wouldn't have mastered the art of making chapatis. And you know what? That is what keeps me coming back, showing you new tricks, new tactics, new styles, because I know somebody somewhere is watching and they appreciate my sharing. And that is all influence is about. I will always emphasize on the fact that no influence is too small. In whatever you're doing, everything you do, be impactful, be intentional. And as you can see, we are done with our 20 pieces at chapatis. Each one of them rolled out and cooked to perfection. I know people always argue and ask me, do you measure your chapatis using something? Because why do they end up being so even? And I will tell you, I also did not. And as always, it's my perfectionism. It's just that innate thing that is in me that likes seeing things orderly and looking a certain way. Bye bye, and thank you for watching.